As far as I see it, black people are going to have to do it for themselves, or they're going to have to join, white society and act white and be part of white people. That seems to be the only, I don't know of any other choice. But if they want to just act white and join white society, many black people do that, and they're welcomed in every time. Yes, okay, so you have to do a little struggle and make a fight, and then you get to play football with the white people in the white thing. Yeah, they let you play. The fact that you have to do a little to get in the door and kind of beat down old barriers, well, that's the way the world is. But white people will let black people be part of their community if they will follow white norms. And if black people don't want to do that, and then they're going to have to come together and create something of their own and decide, what that is. If they have something in their culture that is so valuable that will be lost by denying it and just going into white culture, then they need to develop that and show us all what it is. And maybe that will be the most wonderful thing we have ever seen, and so something, to this point, and something that we desperately need to move humanity forward. Or maybe it'll just be something nice and helpful and good. Who knows? But if black people want to come together and make their culture shine, then they're going to have to, do things like education and learn about how the world works, or go on, there's physics and chemistry and all of this great, wonderful stuff, and they can go with that, which has been developed over centuries. Or if they've got another way to go besides education, they can go into that. They can take the education and use it to advance within themselves and in their community blackness, whatever it is in the black soul that wants to, set itself free and be known. And if it's not like that, if we're all the same, then they might as well come into white community, which it works very, very well, or they're going to have to show us some aspects of black community that are better and say, listen, no, this is what we need to do. But all this, if white people can fix black people's problems, and that makes black people infantile, that takes all the responsibility away from black people. That means they don't have the ability to respond. It makes them children. Black people have to do it for themselves on this globe, just like everybody else. And they have to, you can't say it's your fault. You have to just take your responsibility and decide what you're going to do and then show everybody. White people, when they came over from this country, from England, there was a horizon, and they had tried for hundreds of years to sail boats across that horizon, but they didn't blame anybody. They just kept trying. And they came over here and they didn't blame the Indians. They tried to get along with them, actually, against popular talk. You can see it, try to get them into schools and tried to get them to be, they did everything but then they just pushed them out of the way by force. And that's the way, who owns the country? Whoever does. That's how that works. It's how it's always worked all across the globe. And so a few people want to change that, they're not going to have a country, because masculinity is toxic, and we'll take it from them because they're not, let's all hold hands and love each other is not the way the universe really works, in the place where we eat animals who are also loving and caring, and they eat each other, and life feeds on life, and brutality is a counterbalance to compassion and love, and both are going to be here forever. And you have to understand that, and then you're an adult and you can decide what to do with it.